Hey up everyone, so Alex Pereira wants to have a crack at Dricus Du Plessis' middleweight championship. He revealed this on his Instagram page when he said, "I'm focused on my next fight, I'm going prepared, but you never know what can happen, so regardless of the result, I want to go down one more time to the middleweight division and go for the bout. Hey Dricus, bring your will to fight me so you can prove that you are better than me. With your public statement, it is easy to make this happen, Shammer." And it didn't take long for Dricus to respond on Twitter saying, "Alex Pereira, you and your boyfriend Sean Strickland can have a domestic dispute on who gets slapped first." On one hand, I really want to see this fight because I find it very interesting. Can Alex Pereira defeat Dricus Du Plessis and knock him out? Or can Dricus Du Plessis get another great name on his resume in the middleweight division and possibly submit Alex Pereira? And then on the other hand, I don't want this fight to happen because I really like Dricus Du Plessis and I really like Alex Pereira. I like Alex Pereira more, but I don't want either one of these guys to lose. I just don't want to see that happen. But if this fight does actually happen, can Alex Pereira become a two-time middleweight champion? The obvious answer is that of course he can. You know, you never count out Alex Pereira because he is that guy. He has great striking, scary knockout power. Of course he has a chance of becoming a two-time middleweight champion. But I just don't know. I don't like the idea of him going back down to 185. He's going to be a much weaker version of himself compared to 205. I just feel like it favors Dricus Du Plessis a lot more than it favors Alex Pereira. But this says a lot about Alex Pereira. He will fight anyone at any time at any weight. Because we've obviously seen Pereira fight at 185, 205, and even tease a move to the heavyweight division. And when it comes to Dricus Du Plessis, he has got the whole world in his hands right now because he has the opportunity to have a banger rematch with Sean Strickland, a possible rematch with Robert Whittaker or Khamzat Chimaev, whoever wins that fight, and now he has the possibility of fighting Alex Pereira in a big money fight. And not only are those all interesting matchups, and plenty of fans will be happy with any of those matchups, there's a very good possibility that Dricus Du Plessis beats all of those opponents I just named, which would only help solidify his legacy. Imagine if he has Alex Pereira on his resume, Robert Whittaker finished on his resume, finishing Israel Adesanya and having a win against Sean Strickland. That would be a great resume right there. And that's not the only thing that would help his stock, because Dricus is always in absolute banger fights. His fight against Sean Strickland, banger. His recent fight against Adesanya, banger. That fight against Whittaker, banger. He is always in entertaining fights, and against any of these opponents would be a banger again. Now, how does this fight play out? I'm not entirely sure. I feel like whenever it comes to Dricus, you never really know how the fight is going to play out because he's so unorthodox and you never know what's coming with him. He's so unpredictable. You know, you could say Alex Pereira just knocks him out and that could genuinely be the case. Or you could say that Dricus submits Alex Pereira and that could genuinely be the case. I think that's what makes this fight so much more exciting. We have two clear paths to victory, and both of them could genuinely take place. And call me crazy, but I genuinely think that Dricus Du Plessis could knock out Alex Pereira. And I'm not talking just about like a ground and pound finish. I mean on the feet, I think he could knock out Alex Pereira with the threat of a takedown, mixing things in. Maybe he gasses out Alex Pereira and we see that Dricus Du Plessis can fight like a dog when he's, you know, gassed out. He fights even better when he's more fatigued. I feel like he could knock out Alex Pereira. Pereira would have a weaker chin at 185. His defense has never been the best. And, you know, Dricus hits like a truck, so I could definitely see that happening. You know, I'm not saying that it would happen, but there's a good chance of that happening, in my opinion. And obviously, Alex Pereira did say in his Instagram post, regardless of the outcome between him and Khalil Roundtree, so even if he loses, he could still go down to 185 and get a title shot against Dricus Du Plessis. But let's be honest, he's not losing to Khalil Roundtree, for fuck's sake. But who knows, the UFC could just end up going with Dricus Du Plessis versus Sean Strickland, the rematch. I feel like that would do quite a decent pay-per-view as well. The first one was a banger in the first place. Maybe they wouldn't want to risk Alex Pereira losing to Dricus Du Plessis because that kind of fucks up the light heavyweight division as well. So who knows what they want to do. I can't see this fight happening, you know, later this year or early next year. I feel like Alex Pereira will have to get through Khalil Roundtree, which I believe he will do with ease anyways. And I feel like Dricus will have to defend his title against Sean Strickland maybe later on in the year or early next year. But if all things go the way that we want, we could actually get this behemoth of a matchup between Alex Pereira and Dricus Du Plessis. But what do you guys think about a potential fight between Dricus Du Plessis and Alex Pereira? Will you be excited? Who do you think would win that fight? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.